Alright, we're now ready for the next run, which is gonna be Pokemon Omega Ruby. Any percent by HeadboB. Go get some love, we'll be switching to that any second now.
Alright, we should be live. What's going on, everyone? I'm xHeadbob. You probably saw my yellow run earlier. And I'll be closing out the block of Pokemon today with Omega Ruby any percent. It's a pretty interesting run. It's different compared to the 2 runs of Pokemon that have already been played. It's the one run out of the 3 Pokemon runs that we've done that does not feature RNG Minip in any way. You kind of just hope you get good stats, and then just run the Mudkip that you get, and then you change mains, but we'll get to that later. So yeah, begin in 3, 2, 1, go. So while I'm doing this intro sequence, I'll quickly mention the incentives. The incentive for naming this Marshtomp ends very soon, as I get the Marshtomp, or I get the Mudkip in the next 5 or so minutes. So in case anyone wants to name the Mudkip, now would be the time. There are 2 other mains that I'll be running later in the run that you can also donate for. But you have more time for those. There's quite a bit of cutscene here. Just introducing like the Pokemon world and putting a spin on the original Gen 3 games, and in my opinion, this game improved them significantly. So we picked the girl here because the male rival, which you get a male rival if you pick the girl, the male rival gets different Pokemon, and I think the male rival also has less text than the female rival. So overall it ends up being faster.
Just confirming, is the top screen currently meant to be just black?
Probably not. Oh wait, maybe.
Because it's displaying as black on your end, so...
It seems to be working fine on the actual stream.
Okay, now it's back. It's back now.
Just giving me. Okay. So there's a lot more, Actually, yeah, it's a pretty common thing in Pokemon speedrunnings where the girl is faster to pick because of how much they talk. The rival talks. Happens in X and Y. Most like Gen 3 to 5 games. Pretty crazy. So it's basically like the exact things that you'll go through in like the original Gen 3 games, except more cutscene-y. There are a few differences. The graphics are a lot better in my opinion. In terms of fights, the fights are pretty easy compared to the original games. Sapphire is kind of brutal, but there's only a few tough fights, but those fights are pretty tough. Oh yeah, they had the cosplay Pikachus. Very important. Unfortunately, we will not be entering a contest this run, but cool feature. They feature the new Mega Evolution that was introduced in X and Y, and I think it plays a good role into the gameplay. I mean, it doesn't play a major role like it does in X and Y, but I think that's good because I don't think I'd want another game that had the storyline that's completely based around Mega Evolution. That's actually a good question. Does the category stop at the Pokemon League or does it go to the post game? So, how this is timed, right? It doesn't include the Delta episode, if that's what you're asking. But it doesn't stop after the Pokemon League either. So after you enter the Hall of Fame, there is 10 minutes of credits, right? And then after those 10 minutes of credits, there's a final battle against Brendan that's technically part of the game. So you have to include it. But there's a chance that it might be cut out in this marathon just because of how long it is. So I stay before the Mudkip bag here because if I get a bad Mudkip that's just not runnable, I can reset and just try again. Okay, this Mudkip is very average. That roll was terrible. This seems like a neutral nature. Yeah, neutral nature. So we can work with this. Ideally, you want 13 attack at level 5, because it just makes it a lot easier. But 12 can be runnable. But if it gets 13 attack at level 6, it's not great. But I'll work around it. So since there was no, I don't think there was any donations for Mudkip, I'm just not going to nickname it because it's the fastest thing to do. It's actually faster to not nickname any of these guys, so it's very different than older games because the text is faster in this game. So every time the Pokemon's name pops up, the character size doesn't really matter a whole lot. So basically all that's there is just the time saved from not nicknaming it versus like opening the menu to nickname it. So this tutorial thing is mandatory in this game. And honestly, it's pretty handy, because in the original Gen 3 games, this tutorial is kind of there. Number one, it's not as in-depth, it kind of just shows like where the mart is, and then he just gives you one potion. Whereas this is kind of similar, but he shows you like the mart in the center, and gives you 10 potions. So for the first like 40 minutes of the game, all we really use is potions, because they're just kind of given to you. I might buy super potions for a fight with someone named Black Belt Hideki, arguably one of the harder fights in the game. And there's a specific way the fight that can go, where a super potion can save you, versus a regular potion. It's actually kind of interesting the differences and similarities between Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, because both are runnable. Wow, I'm actually not going to get the range. This Mudkip sucks. Okay, is that a crit? Oh, that was just a really good roll, okay. So this would be a reset in the actual run. 13 attack at level 6 is definitely not ideal. But it's definitely okay. The introduction to the game seems to kind of like drag on, and you'll see as the game goes on, like they have cutscenes, like there are cutscenes in the game, but they're not nearly as bad as like some of the other games in this generation or their following generations. Like in X and Y, the other game in the Gen 6 generation. There are several cutscenes that are at least 2 minutes long. Now there is one cutscene when you catch Groudon. That's about 1.5 minutes long, but that's the longest one in the game. So there's still kind of that vibe from the Gen 3 games brought into the remakes. However, there are still a bunch of new features that they added that make the game fresh enough to be enjoyed over and over again. Alright, so how... So, Brendan gives us this nice deck snap tutorial. We just walk right away. They're such mean people. So this is a range, normally, this is a 2-shot range at runnable attack, but I'm not sure this will die in 2 hits, yeah. Pretty unlikely to. I probably should have just water gunned. I definitely should have water gunned. See, if I had bad attack, I at least wish I had good special attack, but my special attack's pretty average. 15, 12... something 13, I think. I'm using, you can't see on the stream, but I'm using a stat calculator in order to find out the IVs of my Mudkip. And it can help me to figure out which ranges to go for and which ones not to go for. Stuff like that. I'm gonna assume it was that. So we got this nice cutscene with a bunch of Beautifly. It's great. It's so unnecessary. By the way, can I get your guys' opinion? Is the game audio too loud, too soft? I can adjust it. I'd rather fix this now than later on. Okay, cool. Alright, awesome. Thank you. So now we're gonna do this catching tutorial with Wally, which is the exact same as the other one. However, in this game, Walt is shiny locked, unfortunately. It can be shiny in the original Generation 3 games. Very sad. Turn battle animations on. You. The roll shiny kill. Yeah, you actually. It's literally impossible for Zigzagoon to kill this thing. Unfortunately. Whereas it is possible in the original ones. Killing the rolls in the original game saves like a lot of time. Like 20-30 seconds. So most of the variety in this game, or in this split from the start of the game to Roxanne, mostly depends on the number of encounters you get. There's really no variance other than that. Besides, are you trying to ask, can you RNG manipulate that? I'm sure you could. I mean, it'd be very difficult. So yeah, you can get like 5 encounters in this split, but you could also get none. And it saves... I forget how long encounters take in this game. Wow, I've never actually got one there. Unlucky. I think the spinner can now actually hit me, which doesn't usually happen. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, there are a lot of frames that can be shiny, but the fact that you get both of them, it might not actually exist. It really depends. I mean, it would take a lot of studying. So I'm actually just gonna water gun this. Neither of which are gonna do a lot of damage if I were to tackle or water gun. See, this is barely gonna 4-shot, might not even 4-shot. I have to heal. $1.1 million? That sounds very low. I was convinced it was like 1 in 40,000 or something. Okay, alright. See, that fight was very bad, but didn't die. This mudkip is completely horrible. I mean, I think there was a video about this, but I didn't... I mean, I might have watched it, but I don't remember it. So you're gonna see we're gonna get a few items here. One of them is the balm mushroom. In case you haven't heard of what a balm mushroom is, it really doesn't have a purpose. That's probably why you haven't heard of it. All you do is just sell it. And it sells for $6,250, I think. And that's going to come in really handy when I buy X items. Because in this game, there's actually only one place in the entire game. Actually, two places if you count the department store. But you don't even go into there. But Slateport City Mart is the only place in the game where you can buy X items besides the department store. And that's pretty early on into the game. It's like the third town you hit. So we just got echoed voice from this trainer. Normally, this trainer has Bullet Seed in the Generation 3 games. And is now replaced with the much better echoed voice, which we will use to destroy Brawly's gym. So Roxanne, not the biggest threat. It's a lot easier because of how the AI in Generation 6 works. It's pretty weird. So, I'm not sure like if all trainers do this, but at least the gym leaders I've seen, they will only go for moves that drop things like speed. They'll only go for those until you're slower, and then they'll stop doing it. So, considering it only takes one Rock Tomb for me to be slower than Nosepass, Nosepass will just tackle me the whole time. Which does much less damage. Oh, this attack is horrible. Okay, that makes more sense. Maybe it's because it's one in a million for both of them to happen. Okay, then maybe it's possible. So, in there, it's actually faster to have bad special attacks there, because it doesn't activate the sturdy animation when you hit the Geodude. So you see Nosepass is faster, so he won't go for Rock Tomb, but he will go for Tackle. So we get a Torrent hit here. This probably won't kill unless the next hit is also in Torrent. Which I seriously doubt it will be. Okay. Well, this HP is fine. So, we're gonna fight an optional coming up. And it's a hiker, and it provides a pretty useful experience. Because most rock types give quite a bit of experience. And you want to be, I think, above 7 or 8 for that fight, because one of the Geodudes has Sturdy, and you let it attack you for one turn. And it has a rollout, which can do up to 7 on the first turn. It's not a big deal. Most times you're above that HP, but if you're not. I could risk this pass, but I think I'm just gonna wait. I shouldn't have waited. My encounter luck this run has been very bad. My time has certainly suffered for it. But it's okay. And plus he's a spinner anyways, so if I didn't fight him, I'd have to dodge him. $18, $18, $17, wow. I got +2s in both. It's quite good. Might not be. Alright. So we're gonna teach a bunch of moves before this fight with the magma grunt. That was slow. So I'm gonna teach Rock Tomb first here, and the reason I do that, I think, is because later on, in a menu like probably like an hour from now, it's a lot faster to have the cursor at the top. It doesn't lose that much time to go to the bottom when there's only 2 items in that pocket, so you just might as well. That was the play. Awesome. Who needs attack anyways? Nice. Really should have risked that pass. I got a much slower pass because of it. Spinners in this game compared to other games are very easy to dodge. You can run in front of them, or like run past them, and they won't turn to look at you, unlike most games. I'm pretty sure in Gen 5, with the run you just watched, spinners are much harder to dodge. I think some of them you just kind of have to YOLO. So, Mr. Stone is going to give us a letter, and we can bring that letter to Steven, who's in Granite Cave, but you can't actually do Granite Cave unless you beat Brawly. So what that means is you can't go past, I think it means that you can't go past Brawly. Like, you can't go to Slateport until you've beaten Brawly. In Emerald, you actually have to, or you don't have to, but in the Aberlus route, you do Brawly as the 5th gym, or the 4th gym. So I'm buying Repels and Supers here. In Omega Ruby, normally you don't have to do this. It's very unlikely that you'll need Super Potions before you do another shopping in Slateport. And it also provides a consistency in Granite Cave of not getting encounters. It averages out to be slower though, but not always. Even one encounter is faster than repelling. Or than going to the mart and repelling at least. So for the most part, how special attack works is that really you just kind of need special attack a little bit. No, not a little bit, like a lot for certain fights. In other fights you just won't use it at all. For most of the game you just kind of sweep with Bulldoze, which is a physical move. That's why attack is so important. But Brawly's Gym and the second rival fight both are pretty heavy on Echoed Voice, and that's a special move. Alright. So there are a few Metatites in this gym. And what's scary about Metatites is that they have Confusion. And what's annoying is they have Detect and Endure. That's so unlucky. Wow, that's so unlucky. Anyways, they have Confusion, which you didn't get to see there. But Confusion, I think, has a 10% chance to confuse you, and that the fight can go seriously south from there if you get confused. So we're going to save for this, because this is one of the hardest fights in the game, easily. Especially with my stats. We'll see how it goes, but... So this is a 3-shot range, as well as, and if in that time he has Focus Energy, and Foresight, which is the one you want, and Low Sweep. Okay, and we're through. We got the range. For my special attack, that range is very unfavorable, but it's very good when you get it. And most of the gyms are pretty free, or most of the gym trainers, and even Brawly is pretty free because of how good Echoed Voice is. It's like a special Fury Cutter, basically. Essentially. I know, right? Crazy that confusion can confuse you. Right? Metatite definitely could have gone worse. And I think this is a range for this Machop to die. Nice. Alright, so now I actually don't have to heal. But what I will do is you should take off the Silk Scarf. Very important, because Makuhita has Knockoff, and it's more tempted to use it when your Pokemon has a held item on. Otherwise, it does something else useless, like maybe like bulk up. It sometimes sand attacks. And when you miss on sand attack, it can be very bad, especially if you knock it into heal range. But it normally does something pretty useless. Okay. I mean, bulk up or Leer. Those are the two best ones. Okay. Bulk up does nothing in this gym because I'm attacking with special moves and he boosts defense. Sweet, I think we did knock him into heal range, but thankfully he bulked up. And this will not die, unfortunately. It shouldn't matter though, yeah, okay. So actually this Zubat's going to be pretty scary at this attack. Because it's going to be ridiculously unlikely to die. And Zubat has Wing Attack, which I think can do 13, and Supersonic, which obviously can confuse you and make the fight be a lot more variable. So it's sometimes scary, but most of the time it's fine, especially compared to Alpha Sapphire. The museum in Alpha Sapphire is a lot more dangerous than Omega Rubies. But it really depends, like, there are some places in various games where one will be super hard and the other one will be really easy, and then vice versa for a different place. Although it's not normally like that, where it's like completely like, oh, this is super hard. It's just like one's like kinda hard and then in one place and then it's kinda hard in another place for a different game. You know, so. Alright. So now that we're done with Steven's boring lecture about how Pokemon mythology is very interesting, we can go to Slateport. You know, I probably should get that protein because of how bad my attack is, but I'm not gonna bother with it. Should be fine. Hopefully. There'll be fun. There'll be some fights that are kind of scary. Oh, you know what's gonna be scary? Okay, so I'm gonna have to probably X attack times 5 on Norman. Because I'm kind of thinking that, what am I doing? Okay, soft sand. I'm pretty sure the last Slacking on Norman is a range, normally. And it might not even be a range, it might just live 2 bulldozers. Those are some strats that I kind of have to think about. There are a bunch of ranges in the game, but none of them that are like, you miss it or you die. I guess besides Hideki. you just kind of lose a turn. But there's probably something I'm forgetting. Says Nummel is a range. It's based off special attack, but it's still not a very good one at my special attack, even though it's better than my attack. Okay, yeah, it lived, and it can't really do anything serious to you, but... Okay, yeah, I think this Zubat just lives at this attack. Like, I don't think there's any chance that it dies. So ideally, wing attack. Okay, good. It did 10. So now, yeah. Well, I mean, this Dex Numble dies anyways, but... Hooray. 4 attack, and not 3. So we just got to level 16, which means we're about to evolve. And the reason Marshtomp is so good is mostly because of its immunity to electric types at pretty much the exact right time that it needs to be. Because the electric gym is coming up soon, and if I didn't have the immunity, then I'd be screwed. So with this text here, with Maxi, if you mash the text faster, this happens. Where the game doesn't really know what to put, so it kind of just freezes on a long image of Maxi. Pretty funny. God. Okay, sorry. 1x defend, and then 6x specials, I think. Alright, I think that was right. So I pretty much have just enough money, which is kind of what I expected. Okay, that's right. So because my special attack is bad enough so that the Grovyle on Rival 2 is a range, when that happens I usually just play it safe and buy an extra X special to use, so that it's just guaranteed to kill. Because Grovyle has a Mega Drain, which one-shots you every time. So we do this cutscene, the contest with this definitely underage model. Like, she looks like she's like 14. Come on, give me a break. And everyone's just dying to have her notice them. Pretty creepy. Anyways, time to fight a +1 Minun who can't do anything to you. I think their only attacking move is Spark. So they can bestow, switcheroo, and encore you. I'm glad the waters keep blue. Being at low HP kind of has its benefits in this fight. I mean, it doesn't help because you usually have to heal after the fight, but it makes it so that you might, because then if you were on full HP, for instance, there's a chance that Minun can get healed twice with both of the Oran berries. So it takes an extra hit to kill him. Didn't happen this time though. So I also could risk this optional coming up. I don't like to. It's scary. And this is for safety, this full heal. You set up on Slugma, and Slugma has Ember, and it can burn. And if you get burned, the fight goes pretty quick. It's only 10%. That's even less. It's not. If you factor in the fact that he's not guaranteed to use Ember, it's pretty unlikely. Harden and Rock Throw are the best things he can do. Nice. So I'm going to +4 special attack here. Okay. He has other attacking moves. Like that. Okay. It doesn't matter what health you're on after the fight, because you get a free heal immediately after. So. Nice, I have all my stats. Few spinners I have to dodge here. Spinners lose quite a bit of time in general. I'm just gonna pick up the 2 Lepa berries. I could have picked up more for a safety strat, but 2 Lepa berries is pretty. It's pretty enough most times. And if I need to, I can. There's a free heal after Mount Chimney, and you can do that full heal instead of having to Lepa berry. Although it's slower. We'll see. So we get Bulldoze there. Use basically all our money to get that. So this is the menu I was talking about. It's easy to access Bulldoze if you're good at the menu, which I'm not. This Ralt is a range that I never get. And I won't. Well, no, I get it pretty frequently, but at the same attack, you probably don't get it. But it's not really harmful. I mean, it has. I think it has Magical Leaf, actually. Which is kind of scary. But I've never seen it use Magical Leaf. I've always seen it use either Confusion or Teleport. Oh, there's Magical Leaf, what do you know? And again, it really doesn't matter what HP you're on, because Watson's Gym is ridiculously free. The only damage you can get is quick attacks from Electrikes, damage from this Ralts, or tackle from Magnemite, and you get a free heal before the next trainer after Watson. So it's not a big problem. Nice diagonal talk. Nice. So Bulldoze is a 60 base power, a Grand physical move, and it drops speed 100% of the time. So it's a very, very useful move. Especially in Norman's Gym, it comes in super handy, because Slackings, you're only faster, I think, after one bulldoze, even after a few X speeds. The only really other better ground move at this point is Dig. And Dig is a 2-turn move. I mean by base power. But Dig is a 2-turn move, so it really doesn't make sense to use it. So every fight in this gym is mandatory, except for this girl right here. So definitely don't want to walk into her path. I think she has just a Metatite. But Metatites are not electric types, so they don't go down, so... I think these Voltorbs are always faster than you. But they really don't have any damaging moves. I think the worst thing it can do is roll out, because it's slow. So there's literally no reason to heal for this fight, because it's very free. So the reason it really comes in handy to X speed as the last X item, like X specials first, on Rival 2 for this exact purpose, so that you can easily access the X speeds again in this fight through the last item used. It saves like 2-3 inputs, which can be a lot. So like the old games, the Flannery Split features quite a bit of optionals, spinners and standers and whatnot, that can kill a run pretty easily if you hit one of them. With enough practice though, you get used to dodging most of them. Wow, a pearl. Maybe that'll be useful. So the alignment in this game is kind of annoying, so pretty much always you have to get off the bike there to align yourself up with the rock. It's slow, but if you YOLO it, you have a huge chance to hit that optional. See, it's handy. You get strength here instead of, I think it's in Rust Earth Tunnel, which means you'd have to go all the way back around to Rustboro and do a full loop back to Mauville. But in this, you just get a free TP to Mauville after all the events of Meteor Falls are done. Pretty convenient. Actually, Marshtomp is the HM slave. Later on, when you use different mains, you give all of your HMs to Mudkip. Besides Fly, you give to Latios, and Waterfall, you give to Latios. But everything else goes to Marshtomp after it's finished being used. I don't expect to get any of these ranges. This is supposed to be a 2-shot range, but it rarely ever... well, no. It's a 2-shot range. It happens quite a bit where you kill it. But I don't expect to get any of these ranges with my attack. So this Makuhita has Fake Out, which you anticipate for. It uses it like 90% of the time. But there is that 10% where I'll use something different, and that's sometimes pretty scary, because you could use pretty much anything. Okay, but use Fake Out. Force Palm is probably the most dangerous one, although Knockoff is also pretty bad. Knockoff secures that it doesn't die on one hit, because you get rid of the soft sand. But it can also Force Palm, which paralyzes you. Or it can paralyze you. This cutscene was in the original games, but it wasn't required like it is in this game. I just can't believe how stupid this cutscene is. Like, who cares about building tree houses? Even in my casual playthrough, I don't think I used this ever. I did a lot of stuff in my casual playthrough. But on the upside, you do get to tell this random stranger who's clearly lacking sleep what I say when I'm totally thrilled. Yay. I would say I'm totally thrilled right now, but that would be a lie. I always have trouble dodging this next optional. I might just take it slow and play it safe, but if you go fast, then it's sometimes scary to dodge. Yeah, see, if you hit the ledge there, then you bonk and walk into her sight of her sight, I guess, yeah. So there's another free heal there. Free heals all over the place. But the next free heal is the Pearl Down. Mostly because there should be a lot of like grinding and trainers in between those parts, but we only fight one trainer because it's the only mandatory one. This is one of the worst ranges in the game, not because of what happens if you miss it, but just in terms of how bad the range is. Sand Tomb is pretty slow, but it's still a bit faster than Dig. Dig sucks. I think it has Bulldoze, Sand Tomb, Dig, and something else that I can't think of. Glad I waited. However, the one thing that's bad about Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire spinners is it isn't even in X and Y. They added this feature about spinners just for this game, in this game alone, and then they removed it for Sun and Moon. That spinners can see you while turning in a different direction. So, if you are passing a spinner from the bottom, right, and he's facing to the right, if he turns down, but like if he's going to the left, like downwards, he can see you while he's turning, which is pretty dumb.
Hey, I believe you're the second like name close 10 minutes, correct?
What?
Oh, my.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
that's the battle enters. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that incentive is closing like 10. That war is closing like 10 minutes or so. Yes.
Oh no! It's gonna be like probably give it like another 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
Because unfortunately, no one has put their money on that yet. But if you do want to, then you type !donate.
You get to name the
And support a
audience.
nice cause as well. But I don't know if there's important stuff upcoming, so I'll let you take over again.
Thank you. But yeah, donate. Very good cause. Alright, so you have to get off the spike for that spinner, or for that trainer, whatever, because I should have healed. Oh well. But yeah, you have to get off the bike for that trainer, because if you go on the bike past him, even if you try to be really precise, there's a really good chance that you hit him, like every time. Okay. I think I'm below 51, which is the threshold normally. Ooh, I'm way below 31. That's really bad. I'm now very scared. I'm literally gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Don't do 20. Unlucky. You lose a lot of useful experience from that. That's really bad. He does so much damage. Okay, alright. I lose a bunch of useful experience from that. Nice crit. Oh, not a crit. Oh well. Oh, swagger. That's right. So at least we won the fight, so we get the money. But I lose a lot of experience from that. So that is quite bad. I'm only using Marshtomp for a little bit more time, but some of the more harder fights are towards the end, unfortunately. So tough deciding how to go about this. Just pray, I guess. I probably lost like half a level, because Mighty Annas give a lot of experience. Just gotta hope for a bunch of swagger, and probably more than one swagger on Maxi 2, or Maxi 1. Alright, how's my defense? HP. Technically, I don't have to get it, the extra X defend, but with my low experience, I don't want to chance anything. It's very close. If it was like clear cut, I did not have to get it, then I wouldn't be worried, but let's see if I can pick this up pretty quickly. Nice, okay. So we're gonna sell the Comet Shard that I got earlier, which sold for $15,000. Pearl is worth less. 11, 5, max hypers. Alright. At least now I'm full HP. But that's not always necessarily a good thing. That's very unlikely. That's like 15%. Okay. After you get past the Marshtomp section, the game gets a lot easier because for the rest of the game you basically play with legendaries. And they're pretty stacked. Latios is significantly better than Latias, but Groudon ends up being also quite a bit slower than Kyogre. It's not like it's worse, but it's going to have to Primal Evolve quite a bit in the Elite Four. So the times itself between Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are very close, but the routes are very different. Ideally you want either Swagger or Odor Sleuth here. Okay. Kinda like Swagger there. Alright, that damage is also good. So I'm going to do a pretty interesting strat on the next trainer, which is Tabitha. And that's stalling for self-destruct. Considering you don't have an easy way to kill the Coughings because they all have Levitate, stalling for self-destruct is the best option for this Coughing. He might actually go for it now. Self-destruct. I wouldn't be surprised. And I saved there because if I get critical, then just die. It's happened to me twice. That's painful. Alright. I might just heal now. It's tight. This HP is very tight. He won't kill me from 49 for sure. Okay, well now I'm hoping I'm not wrong. That's a crit. That's why we saved. It's only 1 in 16 for that crit to happen, and it's a very, very bad crit to get. Because it will kill you every time. I'm still gonna stick to healing first turn. Even if it means that I have to wait another turn before getting self-destruct, like the same fight. Please do it now. Okay. Okay, that's not a crit. Nice. Wow. The fact that that didn't die is insane. Does not say good things about how this maxi fight is going to go. Okay. So I'm gonna super. I'm gonna give this person berry. I think to prepare for Swagger, that's... I don't think it draws out Swagger, I think it's just a way to prepare for it. He usually does Swagger, turn 1, but sometimes he doesn't. Now, if I don't get Swagger at all, I think I'm just screwed. So this Mighty Anna has Intimidate, unlike in Alpha Sapphire. That's a good start. Alright. No, why'd I do that? I'm dead. I wasn't paying attention to my HP. I didn't think it did that much damage. Normally you just kinda... Well, normally you live. But yeah, I was definitely dead to that, for sure. It just is too much damage. Max range at my defense was 25, even at the correct level, but... It rolled a bit higher, probably, because of my... a variety of things, I guess. See, now I have a chance to not get Swagger. It's not good. Okay. Assurance does 24. Yeah, I can't take 2. Alright. This might be a mistake. I'm gonna go for this though. Dude, nice double crit. 2 crits in a row. What a joke. 1 in 256.
I believe the incentive is coming up soon now.
I have to do Flannery and then Norman. and then yeah. But I mean, you could just end it now. But yeah.
We still have. If somebody wants to still get their name in,
Yeah.
you tell me when to close it.
Yeah.
Just give me like a minute,
It'll
a
still
minute
be a
heads
bit.
up. But yeah, if you want to name the what's coming up now?
Latios.
Latios. If you want to name the Latios, then you gotta be quick now, but it's still possible.
Yeah. Alright, come on. Okay, that's another swagger. That was a very low roll though. It's concerning. That's a crit again. What's with the crits? I'm probably gonna end up dying. One of these is not gonna die. Okay. Okay, nice. That was a bit scary. Alright. I really only have one extra X attack. Okay. So I have to X attack times 5, X defense times 2. Okay. So I'm gonna see if I can make this cycle of optionals. If you go too slow, then you miss the cycle, and you have to wait a bit longer for to pass them. The one I'm specifically talking about is the one that's coming up right now. He's a runner. Where is he right now? Okay. Ooh, that's tight. No, I can't make that. And here's the only mandatory trainer in this gym. If that didn't die, I would have been pretty upset. I'm quite scared for how this is gonna go. Normally you just kill the Slugma and the Numel in one shot, but I'm kinda worried that they're not gonna die. Okay. That was one I was worried about. Okay, at least I'm level 26 for this. Shouldn't be a huge problem. If I was level 25, it would have been way worse. Alright, cool. So we get a very convenient free warp to Petalburg here, so you can go straight to the gym leader. So I'd say Hideki, like compared to Hideki, Norman's probably either the hardest fight or the second hardest fight compared to Hideki in the run. And with bad attack and underleveled, we'll see how this goes. This fight is already a Mulka S1, the first one in the gym. It's extremely scary. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Yeah, that's not gonna die. Ooh. Interesting. Right. I gotta hit one. Unlucky. I've only seen Delcatty attract a male Marshtomp, like turn when the first time it can. Never seen it go for Sing. It was actually pretty good. Alright, next fight's also hard. As the Linoon can take, that's the Pokedex. I don't want to go to the Pokedex. The Linoon can take your Soft Sand. And this is the recovery trainer. This guy's known as a recovery trainer. So if you knock him too low, he restores HP, which you don't normally see in gym trainers. You normally just see them in the leaders and the Elite Four and whatnot. What next Pokemon game am I planning? Well, right now I'm running Pokemon Red. As there's a tournament coming up. I don't know. Why'd you have to crit? See, now he's gonna heal. This is bad. That's not gonna die, is it? Oh, he just gave me back my soft sand. Wow, what a nice guy. Now it's gonna kill. Thanks, bud. But yeah, right now I'm running Pokemon Red for the Red tournament that's coming up the end of September. Am I at full HP? I don't know. I need to be, for sure. I am. Okay. What am I doing? Waterberry. Yes. Okay.
Did I miss the incentive? I hope not.
No. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
I'm just scared of missing the column,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay. Oh, that's bad. That doesn't even die. It's quite bad. See, that's not gonna die. The reason I'm healing is because that's not gonna die. Oh, I lied. I just wasted a bunch of turns. Cool. Oh, that's so bad. The fact that I'm... Wow. I'm really not level 28? It's quite bad. Alright. Maybe it'll be fine. This is going to be a long fight. It's like 7 turns of setup. So double X defend, X speed, X attack times 5. Alright. Super question. And save. Definitely. So I'm kind of worried that he's going to actually kill me in 2 shots with Retaliate. With the X Defend it might not be a problem, but with 2 X Defends, rather. Okay. That should be fine. Hopefully he goes for like Yawn now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I should have healed the HP first, because now he's going to go for Yawn again. Yikes. Yep. At least now I have time to heal before. This is fine. Okay. Should be fine. I almost forgot I have to heal here because he goes for an attacking move that can kill you right away, like in one shot. Okay, awesome. We're through. Very nice. Very slow fight, and I'm pretty low on healing items. But might do. So Wally's dad is going to give us Surf, and Wally's going to take me to the route to the right of Watson or Mauville City, and that's like right next to the place where you go to go to the next town, Fortree City. But we'll see on the way there. We're going to get stopped by a certain Hoenn region champion that we've all seen before. And he's going to take us to this cool island where we find Gladios. But not yet. I'm not in torrent, so I gotta heal. So this is where the HMs are gonna start kicking. We're gonna get rid of Bulldoze and teach it for Surf, and I'm also gonna teach Strength right now too. So now, Marshtomp already has 3 HMs, and he's gonna get Dive later.
If you want to name that Latias, now or never.
Yeah, this is... I think you should probably end it now. Or in the next few minutes.
Just you decide the cut, of course.
We're literally going to the island right now, so...
We're ending it? Alright, so then... Unfortunately, the short name wins. No, nobody felt like naming it. Feels bad.
Feels bad, man. Actually, it's not a short name. We're not going to nickname it at all.
Oh, what?
Yeah. We did this with...
oh, you actually get that option?
Yeah.
The more you know?
It's rarely ever faster, but in these games it is.
Alright, so the last one that's in about an hour?
Yep.
Alright.
I love Latios. He's such a cool legendary. I'm glad you get to use him in this run. I actually tried doing a Swampert % run recently. It's actually a lot harder to finish one of those than one might think, for a variety of reasons. Because of Marsh Tom's 4 times weakness to grass, the rival fights tend to be very difficult. Its overall stats is not great compared to the legendaries. Just being able to like, catch you're given Latios, but you catch the Groudon. Just being able to get those so easily is very convenient.
I believe your stream just started having issues. Just letting you know.
Okay.
Your stream suddenly went down to like... Yeah, you're dropping a lot of frames. I don't know if that's internet or encoding lag. Oh, you're dropping hard.
Yeah, I am. Okay.
Could just cut
That's gone.
on.
Alright, yes, if we don't have enough tech issues, I just switched off the feed audio to Discord capture. It looks like we're having some tech issues again, so we'll get that. We'll get the stream back to stable soon again, and then give us a little bit. You're on mic, by the way, just so you know. I have you capturing here. Alright, I paused the timer, by the way, just so you know.
Okay.
Where is the feed? Let's try the first thing. Let's reload it.
I don't know what to do.
Reduce your bitrate if you can.
Okay, let me look. Can you do that while you're streaming?
If you're using regular OBS, yes. As if we don't have enough tech issues. Alright, it looks to be a little bit more stable. It looks to be stable now again. It just dropped hard. Okay, now it's dropping again. Feels bad.
Seems pretty stable.
Do you reduce your bitrate?
I might have to... Is it okay if I like end stream for like a second? Or...
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Okay, because I can't edit it while...
Yep, just, I have to time my pause.
Okay.
It would not be a George Rui stream without some technical issues.
I'll bring it down to 1600. It was already only at 2000.
Oh, that's fine. The 3DS game.
Yeah.
Alright, I will quickly... Oh, that's the wrong... that's the wrong transition. Whoops. Alright, I just turned off your feed completely. But it'll be back soon. I need to... There you go. Let me know when you're back live.
I am live.
Alright, hopefully it... Alright, cool. Are you ready to resume?
Yep.
Alright, in that case, just resume.
Yep.
Alright, in that case, just resume.
Okay.
We're back. Given the size of the other technical incentive, this was pretty quick actually.
Wait, what? Okay, I'll just keep this open, just to make sure. So I gotta check the stats of the Latios coming up. Most stats are fine. It's not like you would reset a Latios, but it really helps to have good stats. So i.e. good special attack, good speed, because those are the ones that are used the most. Ooh, Monk S. Movement. Okay. So what do we got? 9267. Minus speed is not great. We can work around it. So most of the Latios section is pretty harmless for the most part. Latios is quite a good Pokemon. It's pretty specially attack boosted. It's got a good stat and special attack. You can take down things pretty easily. It's fine. Yeah, Alpha Sapphire is it's a very interesting, like, how different it is. Yeah, there are very, like, interesting things that are different between the two games. Tap the button. Alright, so that's a range of some special attacks. And I was kind of worried about that, because I don't exactly know what he has for moveset. Okay, so we're gonna get Cast Form, but you don't really use Cast Form for anything. The only really benefit that you get from Cast Form is that he has a Mystic Water holding. And you just give that to Latios. I'm actually going to take the heal bed thing, just because of how little healing items I have right now. I want to conserve them. having no rain here saves a bit of time. And the presence of rain here would be literally the only reason why you would change your clock time for this game. But it's really not that important. It just saves a few text boxes. It's a speed tie? Wow. This Latios is slow. Alright. So 67 speed, the speed that I have, basically gets outsped by everything, unfortunately. So I have to either do extra X items or just deal with being slower in most occasions. And sometimes I have to be able to take an extra hit from Pokemon. The starter that you pick for this game is Mudkip because it has a significantly easier early game than the other two starters. It gets the type advantage against the first gym, gets immunity to the third gym, super effective against the fourth gym. It just works out in a lot of places. I'm sure that the other two aren't that much slower if you were just to use Latios and Groudon towards the end of the game. I'm pretty sure it's not that much slower overall, but Torchic gets obliterated by Roxanne. Unfortunately. Otherwise it'd be a very viable run. Ah! Tried to get on the bike and it wouldn't let me. I had to close my eyes there. I couldn't see where the spinner was facing. So none of the trainers in this gym are mandatory. You can dodge all of them. I'm going to heal for this fight, or not heal, save for this fight. I don't know why, because I'm feeling safe. Torchic is cool. He's a cool starter. I'm just saying, unfortunately, you just can't use him in the speedrun. Ironically, it's kind of the opposite of cool. So two of the Pokemon in this fight are ranges. I have pretty decent special attack, I feel like, so I think both of them should die, but Potentially not, especially since Swellow outspeeds me. No. 41. Okay. Just hit. Okay. I guess I won't heal. Please die. Okay. And please die. Unlucky. Wow, I've never seen Protect to begin with. Actually, that's a lie, I have seen Protect, but not a lot. So the reason I didn't heal there was because I get a free heal before the next fight, so there's really, number one, there's really no reason to heal. I mean, I guess if I really wanted to be safe, but especially with the amount of healing items I have, it's kind of hard to be safe in that situation. There's more optionals here, hopefully I don't hit any. Yeah, I have 2 hyper potions and that's it. And I think I have 1 potion, maybe. But it's okay because I'm about to go, after this Mount Higher here, I'm about to go buy more healing items, and we'll be good, but I have to make it to that point first. It seems like it's hard to dodge all those, but as you do more of this, you kind of get the hang of it and which way to go. I swear there's a graveyard in every game. It's very sad. You actually don't get him, Sorpedo. There's really no easy way to get one. I mean, you can fish for it, but that requires that you also get the fishing rod, which you don't get. Oh, he's faster than me while paralyzed. It's so sad. Probably should talk about the new route. Because I'm about to go get the rare candy. So, a speedrunner by the name of Sinstar, he was in here earlier for Skoa's run. He developed a new route for this game pretty recently, in the past few months or so. And it involves skipping the rare candy and some other strats, mostly having to do with Elite Four. It's pretty risky, so that's why I didn't go for it here, but also because I just don't know it. But yeah. And he's already gotten the world record for this game in the last month or so. I think so, at least. I don't know if he'd be IMAX. It is slightly out of the way, but it's worth it. I meant the bike is not too far out of the way. It's a good way to get the stats of your Groudon. Because you don't use it on the Latios, you use it on the Groudon later on. Right, cool. It's probably the most easily accessible rare candy in the game. It's very hard to route without it. Obviously Sinstar did, but that involved a lot more risky strats later on with Groudon. I mean, it's definitely faster. Number one, definitely not in this marathon setting. Wouldn't take such a risky route to just save like pretty negligible amount of time going to get the rare candy. So we just take out these grunts, and then we get brought to Lily Cove by the captain. The amount of free TPs in this game is really, really handy. We're getting another rival fight here. This is the one rival fight that is required in this game, but optional in Gen 3. In Gen 3, the rival is standing in front of the department store, so you could just not go to the department store. But instead here, he gets in your way, and you have to go up the stairs and to the right. To get to the magma hideout. You can't dodge him. Wait, how am I faster? Oh, because X speed, that's right. Detect is annoying. Great miss. So I think I have just enough Surf and Luster Purge PP, so that I don't have to use an elixir. I don't know if I have to heal or not. I think I can skip the heal until Tate and Liza. We'll see. Alright, nice. Yeah, I shouldn't have to heal this entire time. Just heal for, Tate and Liza. So in here, in the Magma Hideout is the Master Ball. And we need that so that we can catch Groudon. So, I'm gonna go through this very long, tedious puzzle to get the Master Ball. I guess if you think about it, technically most speedruns are Nuzlocks. Unless you intentionally kill something, which actually happens quite a bit, now that I think about it. There's really, really bad Nuzlocks. But Nuzlocks nonetheless. No! No! Ah, that was so bad. These runts are all very bad trainers. Training to level 18 when all their members have level 30s. Actually just gonna get this Max Revive just for safety reasons. Although in the Latios Groudon sections, you really don't need to play a whole lot of safe. They're pretty simple. Do I ever do meme races in this game? Well, I wouldn't call them meme races. But we do this thing called Wonder Trade races, where basically you keep Wonder Trading for a Pokemon, And then when you find one that you think you might be able to use to finish the game, you keep it, and then you finish the game with it. Pretty fun. Yeah. I think they're pretty entertaining to watch too. Personally, because I like to see different pokes being viable in speedruns. I think it's pretty cool. How do you know they tried their best though? How do you know you're not just pitying them for no reason? Let's not hit an optional, let's not hit an optional, let's not hit an optional, let's not hit an optional today. Beautiful. I haven't played Alpha Sapphire in a while. I have Alpha Sapphire, but it's finished with Shiny Charm, so I don't want to reset it. I've only played through it once. Right, that was pretty good. I have absolutely no reason to save. If you kill the full, this fight's free. Make sure to X special Latios, that's a big one. Nice. Having good special there actually slows the fight down, ironically. So now I'm sort of worried because, why am I worried? Oh, number one, my surf count is low. If I really need to, I can elixir later. Here comes almost to the Groudon section. But now we're getting the Groudon Reign of Tyranny first before we are able to catch it.